My question is compare and contrast the roles of aid and trade in economic development. We start talking about foreign aid refers to transfer of real resources from government or public institution of the richer countries of government of less developed countries in the third world. And we talk about more about the foreign aid that the official capital flows are in turn subsidies into bilateral and multilateral flows. Official bilateral flows consist of capital provided by a government of donor to government of or recipient countries. Multilateral flows consist of capital flow from multilateral organizations such as World Bank and the United Nations. Both types of flow can take the form of grants, loans, or grant-like contribution. And the trade in economic development create absolute gains for trading partners involved. Trade has been touted as an important tool in path to development by prominent economics. And we talk about argument of the trade and not aid in economic development. Support of the trade, not aid, argued that development should be based on expansion of international trade and increasing exports of developing countries, while aid should be limited if not altogether abandoned. The argument centers on two main points. The first is the values of aid to efficiently address the problem of growth and development and the ability of trade to make major contribution to growth and development provided rich countries abandon their protection policies. Regarding the failures of aid, its critics emphasize the dangers of corruption. The idea that aid replaces government funds rather than supplement them and that because of corruption and mishandled aid does not reach to those most in need. And we talk about the trade and aid point. Supporters of the trade and aid argue that will trade and export growth are very important. For growth and development, they are not enough in the case of low income. Many of these serious weaknesses of aid are the responsibility of donors. These include tight aid, condition of aid, the volatility and unpredictable of aid, and lack of donor coordination of aid. There is a strong pressure on donors by aid organizations to correct these problems, to make it more efficient. At the same time, there are some situations where international trade may be unable help making aid necessary. Like one of these is rich country agriculture subsidies. As long as these are in place, developing country that depends on export of protect goods cannot be relied on trade to grow and develop. Other is the poverty cycle. Countries trapped in the poverty cycle cannot escape from this means of trade. And development country depends on commodity exports. Some of the poorest countries in the world depends on production and export of primary commodities and are hurt by price volatility and deteriorating terms of trade. This country cannot grow and development by use of trade.